Right, so let's get back to Intensiewe Vorme. Remember I said I'm going to go back to the other words that we don't understand. The first one on page 245 in our grade 9 textbooks being wereldberoemd. This one here, wereldberoemd. In predicatieve vorm, as iemand baie beroemd is, sê ons hy is wereldberoemd. Right, let's see. Wereldberoemd meaning world famous. So, world, let me just, and then get some perspective here. Right. Wereldberoemd. Wereldberoemd. Right, so what we do is we cut the word into two, then we see if we can make sense of it. We will find world, and then we will find famous. Right? Beroemd. Beroemd. And wereld. Right. So please remember that when you're writing in tensor forms, the words do not get split into two, right? They stay as one word. Wereldberoemd. They stay as one word. If you make a space in between there, then unfortunately you are going to get it wrong, even if you used it in the correct what is this term, or so in your sentence if you use it correctly. Alright, so then let's go to the second one. World famous is extremely easy because I think most people know what world famous is. In Afrikaans, being world famous, wereldberoemd, the whole world knows you. Being famous, not so many people know you, you are just famous, but if you are world famous, then the whole world knows you. Alright, wereldberoemd, die hele wêreld ken jou. Right, dan sê ons weer, daar is so wildvreemd. Right, wildvreemd. We take the word, we translate, we find wild, same as wild, and then vreemd, I think we're going to find strange, wild, strange, right? Sometimes now people go to the internet, then they go to the dictionary, then they find strange, then they find wild, then they think, oh no, it's fine, I'm going to use it as is, and then you get it wrong because you are using it out of context, you are using it wrongly, right? Wild, strange, right? So what the word means is wildvreemd. Vreemd is being estranged, is when you don't know the person, but then the intensive forms of you not knowing that person, right? You don't know this person from a bar of soap, right? So you have never seen this person. You actually want to put more emphasis on the fact that you don't know this person. Hy is wildvreemd. Like in the wild, most of us hasn't been to the Kruger National Park, so we don't know what those animals look like. We only see them on TV. So we don't know the wild. So at the end of the day, that's how we know this person. We don't know him from a bar of soap. Hy is wildvreemd. Ons ken nie die wild nie. So we don't know the guy, right? Wildvreemd. Then our next one. Baie mak is hondmak. Hondmak. Right, we all know that we have dogs and our dogs won't bite us, right? Because they are tame, right? So you would find that when you are saying that someone is hondmak, that he is as tame as a domesticated dog, right? So then you take that one, a dog, but we are not referring to someone being a dog, right? We are referring to the situation where the person won't harm you, where the person is a very soft person. He won't just come and scream at you. He won't, he won't harm you at all. So the person would be very tame. He would be a tame person, but he's not an animal, right? So this one, you will find that when we translate, we will get dog, and then mak will get tame, right? So then we panic and we're thinking the thing is talking about animals, but we're not talking about animals. We could be talking about a person that is a very soft person that will never ever harm anybody, okay? Right, and then we're going to the next one, peperdier. Peperdier. Right, back in the day, they used to have in the old days, the people, they would be having salt and pepper bottles, but the thing is the pepper was expensive in the olden days. So at the end of the day, they came up with this to say that it is expensive like pepper, you know. So they have used this terminology. They are still using it to say that it's not pepper, but it is expensive. It is extremely expensive because pepper back in the day was very expensive, right? So this one is extremely expensive, right? Not like pepper. It's nothing to do with the pepper, but it has something to do with its monetary value. It's very expensive, okay? So don't think that it has anything to do with pepper when you look at the word pepper, alright? Then we also find spot. You see there, spot goedkoop. Right, spot goedkoop. It says there when something is very cheap, right? We walk across the road there and we see that the apples are cheap, but the bananas are more cheap, right? Then when we find the situation, when we find something that we cannot believe the price, then it becomes now what? Spot goedkoop, right? The intensive form of the goedkoop, of it being cheap, right? So it will be extremely cheap. Extremely cheap, right? So let me just change the paper, then we get to the other ones, alright?